In the early 20th century, French psychologist and pharmacist Émile Coué introduced a method that would ripple through the world of psychology, medicine, and personal development. It was called conscious autosuggestion. His book, Self Mastery Through Conscious Autosuggestion, first published in 1922, outlined a practical, almost deceptively simple way for individuals to harness the power of their own minds to improve health, confidence, and life outcomes. Coué's central claim was that the imagination is stronger than willpower. If the imagination is in conflict with the conscious will, the imagination will always prevail. For example, if someone tries to will themselves to fall asleep while imagining they'll stay awake, sleeplessness wins. But if they plant a new image into the subconscious, I am falling asleep easily, the body follows. And I've used this in my life when I know I need to get to sleep early. Right. So the insight led to Coué to design a system where individuals could reprogram their subconscious minds through repetition of positive, carefully chosen phrases. He called this process conscious autosuggestion. Coué became best known for a single affirmation he taught patients. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. By repeating this phrase 21 times in the morning and evening, often with the aid of a knotted string, patients condition their subconscious to accept and act upon the idea of steady improvement. And I have my little string with knots, 21 knots. So if you're laying down in bed or relaxing, right, you can say these and just keep going through it every day in every way, getting better and better. And you can go on to the next one and keep saying it. And you can use this with lots of different phrases on whatever it is you're looking to reprogram your subconscious mind with. So Coué emphasized effortless repetition, not willful force. It wasn't about straining to believe, gently suggesting until belief became natural. I talk about this heavily in my book, The Liberated Mind. You can overcome whatever subconscious belief and habit that have been holding us back through subconscious reprogramming. So originally, Coué applied autosuggestion in his pharmacy practice. He noticed that when he praised a patient's prescription with confidence, they often reported better results, right? So if he said, this medication is really going to help you, right? The results came back better than, if he spoke neutrally or pessimistically, like, oh, I hope it works for you, I don't know, right? It didn't have as good of results. So realizing the mind's role in healing, he began teaching patients to use conscious autosuggestion for themselves. Over time, his method was applied not only for physical health, also for reducing anxiety and stress, for building self-confidence, breaking bad habits and compulsions, and improving performance in work, study, and athletics. And I've used this in coaching to help people improve sales. I've used this in coaching. If you watch my podcast with Christopher Armitage, I've helped authors to reprogram their subconscious mind to write every day to stay consistent. So authors can use this to subconsciously program themselves to write more, and you can use it for whatever. And Coué's approach influenced modern practices in cognitive behavioral therapy, affirmations, NLP, and placebo research, showing just how ahead of his time he was. So what makes Coué's book stand out is its accessibility. Unlike complex psychological text, with a lot of technical jargon, it was written for ordinary people. So he insisted that anyone, regardless of education, could apply autosuggestion to their own life. This method requires no special tools, only attention, repetition, and a willingness to direct the imagination toward constructive ends. And of course, your little string with knots that you can pick up, wherever at your local fabric store. I think I got a whole string on Amazon for like $5. So if you need any, let me know. I've got a bunch of it. Anyways, though Coué's fame peaked in the 1920s, his influence can be traced in countless self-help and motivational teachings that followed. Figures like Norman Vincent Peale, Napoleon Hill, and modern positive psychology all owe something to his pioneering insight. We become what we consistently suggest to ourselves. Today, Self-Mastery through Conscious Autosuggestion remains a foundational text in the history of personal development. Its message is timeless. By learning to speak to our own subconscious mind, we can gently reshape our beliefs, habits, and ultimately our destiny. Remember, every day, in every way, you are getting better and better.